Well, good morning, guys. Bright and beautiful today. It's about 11 o'clock in the morning. We've been up a couple hours, had some breakfast, and we're getting ready to go do a little bit of hiking today. It's our last day, full day here at Hocking Hills State Park. It's been a wonderful stay, great weather, awesome people in the area. The staff here at the campground is really helpful. Just an awesome place to come down, check out. If you do come out to this campground, just so you know, this is the second time we've been here, and both times 10 years apart, we've had problems with raccoons. You know, I don't mind a raccoon, but they do like to get into stuff. I actually had closed down the campsite, had everything put away, and right over here next to our fire ring, I looked over. Basically, a family of raccoons came to investigate the campsite. They were checking it out. There was 4 of them, and I'm pretty sure there may have been a 5th on down in the woods I heard. So be aware that, you know, if you leave a cooler set out, a tub with food in it, anything like that, make sure you can secure it either with a bungee cord or some way to keep it closed, whether it has a latch of its own, whatever. Our stuff's been secure. We kind of knew about it, but even then, there's footprints all over the place. They're all up on the table, you know, just little raccoon prints everywhere. But we're gonna go hike today a little bit. We've got a couple of trails we're gonna go check out. They're a little bit shorter trails, probably altogether maybe 3-4 miles today, not too much. We're gonna do that pretty quick, have a little picnic lunch out somewhere, just find this little picnic table and sit down. And then we are going out to dinner tonight. It's the first time and the only time we plan on going out to dinner on our vacation. Most of the time we will be cooking at the campsite, as you've seen. But we found a Amish-inspired restaurant that has a buffet. We're going to check that out tonight. And we had 2 or 3 other places we were looking at, and we just settled on this one because it is a pretty good deal. Dinner buffet, $15.99. Includes the buffet, all you can eat, a salad and soup bar, and it also has a dessert. You get 1 piece of pie with ice cream. So it's gonna be awesome. I'm not really keto on vacation because I'm enjoying it. Be back to the keto next week and going forward. Jenny's getting ready to go change and get into some hiking attire. All I've got to do is pitch my shorts on, and I'm pretty much ready. And Alex is already done, so we should be actually on trail probably in the next half an hour. All we got to do is drive over and find some of the trailheads. What are we thinking about doing? Conkless Hollow first? Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do first. It's a pretty easy flat trail. There is a rim trail, but I don't know if Jenny wants to do those, but there is a gorge trail, and that's what we're planning on doing. It's supposed to be pretty easy. I think it's even somewhat paved. So guys, we're at Conkless Hollow. We're going to hike in here. It's like a nature preserve in the area, and we're going to take a look at it. We were here about 10-12 years ago, and it was full of butterflies. And at the very end of the trail, it's about 3/4 of a mile in, there's a small waterfall. We're hoping it'll be actually flowing, kind of like the ones were at Old Man's Cave the other day. So this is your parking lot right beside a cornfield. Kind of cool. Yeah, I think it's pretty much flat. It's all wheelchair accessible and mobility accessible, so it should be a pretty easy trail. We didn't even bring in trekking poles, but we're kind of sightseeing more than anything right now. Yeah, actually in there in the State Nature Preserve there.
Must be a black walnut tree.
I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of these all the way down through here as well.
River Birch Community.
Cool. Sycamore trees.
Sycamore trees. There's several birds that are linked to sycamore trees.
Yeah, this is just like a neat little tourist area. No major hiking. And here you go. That's where we're at right there, doing the gorge trail. Hey, there's a cave up here. Forgot time, let's see if we can find it. I wouldn't mind doing the rim trail all the way around here, guys, but it's a little bit harder.
So they end up having to do habitat restoration because it's being messed up.
You see those signs that says habitat restoration? Make sure you don't go over into those areas, because basically what they're trying to do is rebuild that area where it's been decimated by humans. People may have camped there in the past, things like that, and it's just kind of ruined those areas. You do see those a lot of times in these state preserves, different nature areas. There's places down at Red River Gorge like that as well. And I just advise people, it's kind of like leave no trace. You see those signs, don't go over in there, because you want to preserve nature for future, and they're trying to rebuild those areas. So especially, you figure more likely people get up in here into these rock caves like that, and they'll put graffiti up and stuff, and nobody wants to see that. They're out here to see nature, not graffiti and such. So I always try to stay out of those areas, and I definitely advise doing that, because we want to preserve this type of stuff for our kids. My grandkids, great grandkids, may want to do backpacking and hiking. If we destroy the area, they won't have nowhere to go. Big tall pines, that's cool. Yeah, this is definitely, a much easier trail. So if you're limited in mobility or just starting, hiking and such, trails like this are really, really ideal for people like that. If you're, a little bit lower mobility or a little bit more out of shape, and you're first starting hiking and you're just getting into it. Look at that up there. But you're just starting to get into it and you're trying to get into shape. These type of trails are really ideal for that situation. It gets you out, you can experience something like, look at that. All that rock up in there. But you get out and you can experience nature. You can start getting into shape where you can do longer trails and maybe do backpacking. Or if backpacking is not your thing, you can get in and do this, and you can build up to longer hikes where you're doing 10, 15 miles in a day. This is a good place to start, guys. Things like this. Yeah. Reminds me of the one at Zaleski. A little bit. And once again, we do have another sign right here. Not to go over into that area.
They want to leave no trace and let it get back up the way it's supposed to.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude.
This is pretty. Is it burning?
I haven't gotten
So what happened?
hands before. I walked past a bush, didn't know what it was, so I just kept my horse myself, but I caught my hand on it and it was stinging nettle, and now it hurts.
On a paved white path.
And I can sit there and go through like woods and stuff like that and be perfectly fine, not touch anything.
Well, you probably weren't really looking for it here, but yeah, there's stinging nettle on both sides of the trail, and Alex happened to catch some with the arm. Oh, sun's come out. Awesome. Pretty day.
No.
Oh, look at this. Here we go.
Oh.
Dang. I love, that's what I get. I love the rock formations like that. The gorge trails up there. That'd be kind of, I bet you'd get some pretty views. Look at that over here.
Oh.
It's straight up a deep gorge. Probably start seeing some boulders and stuff. Trees growing out of that cliff.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can get. It's hard to see. Watch it. Don't step off the side. It might open up right over here. Yeah. That tree growing out of the side of that mountain, that cliff there. There's a couple of them. It's kind of cool. That is crazy. Oh, that sucks. That would be a waterfall.
Is that the falls? Is that
No. They're on back this way a little bit, but that would be a waterfall if it was wetter.
It's okay.
Wow, look at this. It's still kind of cool. Mm-hmm. I hear something dripping over there.
You can hear it.
Yeah, I think it's back around. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it.
It's definitely dripping. If it wasn't dripping, this stuff would be.
I think it is. It's just, you know, little drips, so you can't really see it much.
Yeah, I get that.
It's kind of cool though.
Yeah.
A little bit wetter in here. Got some drips. Should have brought my light. Should have brought my light. It's a little dark back in there.
Yeah.
Sorry, I turned up the settings. Well, got a little flowing water. Yeah, graffiti. Why?
That's a little bit. Yeah, I kind of knew. I was still focusing back there.
Alright, so guys, that was Conkle's Hollow. I believe that's how it's pronounced. Definitely fun, very beautiful area. Has a very Red River Gorge vibe to it.
Stop. Alex, stop.
Alright, so guys, treat here at Conkle's Hollow. That was, we believe, what was it?
It was either, I have a book on them that I'm trying to learn about, so it was either a red-tailed hawk. I know it was some sort of hawk, but I think it was most likely the red-tailed, because in between its feathers on its wings, if you looked at the back bottom of it, the tail was like that rust red color.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. So that was kind of neat. So that is Conkle's Hollows, guys. So definitely a fun trip. We definitely enjoyed this. Beautiful area. Like I said, kind of has a Red River Gorge vibe. Basically created the exact same way from, you know, glaciers and such, digging it out in the past during the last ice age. What'd you guys think? Nice area?
Great. I like it.
Okay.
That hawk, man, that was awesome.
So of course, yeah, I've mentioned before, Jenny did have knee surgery a few years ago. Actually, I guess, what, 10 years ago or so? So,
11.
Something like that. So she still does struggle, especially with some inclines and such. And we decided to do that, and that was very easy. Towards the back, it's a little bit harder, but for the majority, pretty easy. This is the actually entrance to the rim trail. If you see, it definitely goes up a number of stairs, and it'll follow all the way around. So that's kind of cool. So we're gonna go see if we can find another area. There's, what is it, Rock House?
Yes.
Rock House is about 5 miles down the road. We're going to hit that trailhead and definitely hike that one. It's about 2 o'clock. Like I said, we are going out to eat tonight and we want to get a shower before that. We'll see you over at Rock House once we get over that direction. This is definitely an area, if you're in the Hocking Hills region, I recommend coming to though. So we've come up to what's called Rock House. It's a trail. It's only about a mile long and it's a loop. So we're going to do this one. Take our time because it is a little bit more moderate hiking, so I want to make sure that Jenny's knee is handling it pretty good. But we're at the trailhead now, if you can tell, and parking lot's right over here, so it's kind of cool. So we're going to head in here and take a look and see what we see on this trail. Take you guys along as well. Got some signage over here.
That's a loop, right?
Take a look here. Kind of neat. Really wide open path here, guys. See what we're looking at. This is only supposed to have about 200 feet of elevation change, so it shouldn't be too bad. A little bit of woods walking today, that's kind of cool. And not quite as crowded as Old Man's Cave once again. Not even really as crowded as Conkle's Hollow even. There was a group of, looked like maybe 2 families with a number of children that came in right before us. We let them go ahead past so we could get down in here and actually enjoy this a little bit. Kind of neat. Evidence of storms in the area. Probably similar to the Mohican storms they had, probably the same time, because that was a huge band of storms that came through. This is all kind of recent a little bit too. What's that, spider webs and stuff like that? Yeah, exactly.
Could you imagine like not seeing one of those and walking into it?
Oh, that would be horrible.
You'd have like a cloth of that stuff on your face.
Yeah, a little bit. Is your mom gonna try to come up in here or not? Okay. It's a little steep in spots. I should have brought my extra light. I think this is Rock House. Yeah. Yeah, because it's got the different places where it has the sun coming in. Yeah. So guys, this is Rock House. There's a bunch of birds up in here too. I'm trying to watch my footing. It's pretty dark in here. Pigeons. Yeah. She said you hadn't seen pigeons. There you go. And just so you know, this bridge is actually out on the trail. It's pretty damaged. However, there is a trail where you can go down here and up that side. So that's what we've got to do here in a minute. They're taking a little water break, breather. But it came from way up there. That actually is Rock House, the cave we were in just a minute ago. That's cool. I love the striations on these rocks. So pretty. And the weathering. Very unique area.
Like I said, I make everything look 10 times.
Right over here is Rock House. That's kind of neat. Yeah, and that wasn't too bad. I had to help Jenny up a little bit, help support some of her weight because of her knee, but it's cool. Yeah, right up there. It's part of the cave entrance. It would be really neat. Be Indians where they were living up in there. They'd probably come out here and hunt, and then you'd be walking along, and there's home. And if they had a fire up in there, it'd be like glowing at night. That'd be really cool, guys. Just imagine the history in this area, just how many people have actually stayed in that cave. And you saw the history that they had at the trailhead. Just, that's kind of cool. Let me switch you to this side so the sun's behind the camera. Looks a little bit better that way. Huh? This looks pretty flat and easy right through here. Kind of a nice little change after all the steps. Jenny's like, I know I'd be hiking today. This trail is a little bit harder than what I was led to believe from all trails and a couple things I read. So, wasn't anticipating all the steps. I feel okay, but.
And the thing is they're rock steps, so when they get wet, they get slick.
Yeah. Alright, so guys, that was the Rock House area here at Hocking Hills. It's kind of neat. That cave was cool. A little bit of a series of switchbacks up right over here to get up to this flat section. Should be coming out towards the parking lots now. But for the most part, it wasn't too bad. I handled it just fine. We all really did. Had to take a couple of breaks as we came up, but for the most part, not too bad at all. Yeah, this is the lower parking lot here. We are actually parked at the second parking lot. So Jenny and Alex are actually going to stay down here and take a picture, or a few pictures anyway. There's a log cabin shelter type idea over here. A few odds and ends. Now I'm going to run on up and get the Jeep, bring it down and pick them up real quick. We kind of saw this. Something like this on the other side. But this is what we've done so far. We started here. We come up the yellow. It's point B. Rock House is like right in here. We come around. We're at C now. Well, actually it says D. We're at D. So we've come down through here. This is D. This is the parking lot we're at, and the Jeep is up here. So I'm gonna run up this road and get the Jeep real quick.
Right here.
Yeah, pretty much. So I'm gonna run up there and get the Jeep. That way they don't have to go up the road real quick. Shouldn't take me like 10 minutes to walk up there. Wow, that was crazy. I almost flew further. It's
back,
blue.
let me get a look at you.
It was blue. But this is a pretty area. Yeah, I think they're going to hit the shelter. I'm going to drop back and just go up there and get the Jeep and pick them up. And we'll see how we do the rest of the day, whatever we end up doing. Still planning on going out to eat, so it's kind of cool. But that was a fun trail. A little bit more difficult than I was anticipating. And also more difficult than what we probably wanted to do. But it was all right. I enjoyed it. it's good to get out and get the legs burning pretty good on a decent trail. That trail, guys, we did 1.1 miles, and it was only 174 feet of elevation change. So I'm taking off, leaving them, like I said, here at this shelter. They're going to relax a few. I think Jenny said she wants to get a few pictures, like I said. And we're going to walk over here and grab the Jeep as fast as possible. It shouldn't take us too long. Get out of the road, car coming. Got to go up that road right there a little ways. So hopefully it won't take me long to get up there. Did take us a little bit longer with that washout of that bridge and a few odds and ends. And like I said, we had to kind of slow our pace a little bit because of Jenny's knee, which I don't mind doing. If she gets out with me, it's still fun. My pace is a lot faster, of course, but I'd rather take a slower pace and have her with me than do that fast pace and not get to see her on trail. I mean, she had fun. She enjoyed that. Rock house was beautiful. So we're gonna head up here and get this Jeep, guys. And then we'll be back to pick them up. This is the lower parking lot. We parked at the upper parking lot. So I didn't realize this. There's actually a trail. Instead of having to walk the road all the way around, which would have been longer, there's actually a little trail that we can follow up through the woods. This will definitely shorten my time up through here. Yeah, I'd much rather walk a wooded path than asphalt. So this is the end of the path. Much quicker than I anticipated. Jeep should be right over there. Yeah, pretty cool. Well guys, we got back from our little excursion having dinner. We're now back at the campsite, just relaxing a little bit. Kind of got everything squared away for the night. We do have a travel day tomorrow. It's been a good night. It's a little after 10. Probably going to bed here shortly. But other than that, it's been a great trip so far. Really enjoyed it. The restaurant we went to tonight, it's called the Old Dutch Restaurant. It's Amish inspired, has a buffet. Didn't film in there because it was extremely crowded. It seems like it's very popular. Great food. I ate some Salisbury steak and some chicken, roasted chicken, really good. Jeannie had the ham, said it was okay. Had a little bit of a pineapple taste, kind of an old school feel. A lot of different sides, really good food. But for now, we're going to sign off from here at Hocking Hills. Going to go to bed a little bit early so we can have a full day tomorrow. Show you what we're doing in the next video. Until then, guys, hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, go ahead and give us a thumbs up. Hit that subscription button and the notification bell. Definitely helps us out here at the channel. And there are plenty of other videos on the channel that you can check out that are similar to this. A lot of backpacking, a lot of hiking. Hope you guys check it out. If you have any questions or concerns, comments, whatever, hit us up in the section below. We'll get back to you as fast as we can. Definitely appreciate you guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscriptions. Thank you for your likes. We'll see you in the next video. Until then, guys, always remember to live your grand adventure to the fullest. We'll see you next time. Until then, guys, take care.